frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focus. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let go. Let's go. 10-2 stop.
80 weapons.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Show it up. Show it up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll start the drive with Washington, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
They want this.
You draw forfeit.
They'll run on first down. Sapp. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
2nd and 6. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Protein spill.
No. Off.
Now.
A handoff right side. It's Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Try to pound it in with Washington. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Go.
What do you want? Shoot.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready,
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight down. There you go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 52. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Callaway looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Now. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, check my five.
They're going to try and throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, Knapp. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They're running it.
They'll try the left side. Sapp. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's get off the field.
Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch.
Switch zone, travel. Lead them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Ready?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit.
Mark 5. Rip right.
Operating from the gun. Knapp. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw. Knapp. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys have now moved out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Box drop, box drop.
54. Mike 54.
2nd and 9 now.
Here we go. Here we go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Now a give right side. Callaway looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
70, Indy.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Blue draw quarters.
Checkmate 33. You ain't going nowhere. Kill.
Back to throw. Knapp. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Washington, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Washington, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come to my work. We want it. Come.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Protein spill.
Check,
Ready?
They run with Henderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the
Get
pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. 54 is Mike.
Fire.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Washington gets it going running. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while, because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Wide.
Lee Griffin.
Now they try the right side here. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? 60 yards.
Stay with your man. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got three. Three down. Three down. Shift.
Now.
Hey, check.
Hey.
Check.
Yes.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They open the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Switch.
6-6, pull it high.
Staying on the ground with Washington. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer.
26, Browns 24.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check 26, check 26.
Now again, right side. Callaway. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Knapp. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Zipper!
They'll try the left side. Callaway. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Come on, boy. 80 weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go, team. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
They'll look to throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On first, here's Washington. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Set, go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Steelers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.